one of my guys is working. He was cleaning up in the back parking lot and said that the wall is bulging out.
Good evening, I'm John Diaz. Thank you for watching. What you just heard is a 911 call made this past Saturday afternoon, just over 24 hours before the Davenport building collapse. News 8's Josh Lamberty has been working to obtain this recording, and he joins us in studio with more. Josh?
Yeah, John, that call came in at about 2:45 after a contractor told a downtown worker about the building's risks. Here's more of that call.
Someone is there working on it and told him to get out of the way because it's not looking good. I don't know if the fire might want to stop by and look at it and see which wall is it? So it'd be the southwest corner of the building, which is along the alleyway behind the Me and Billy area.
So it's visible from the outside?
Yes, yeah, it's an exterior wall.
Okay, hang on one sec here.
They've been doing repair work on it, but my guy said he looked at it and there's actually someone working right now and they're trying to figure out if it, what's going on with it. So.
According to documents from the Scott Emergency Communications Center, Davenport Engine 1 was dispatched to the building at 2:48, and 3 firefighters arrived about 3 minutes later. Call records show the firefighters left the scene at 2:55, meaning they were at the scene for about 4 minutes. It was less than 10 minutes from when the call came in to when firefighters left the scene. Now, we have called and emailed the city's chief strategy officer about this specific call. We are waiting to hear back from her. If you would like to listen to the nearly 3-minute call, we have that on the top of our homepage right now at WQAD.com. John?
Right, Josh, thank you. And we are finally seeing the moment leading up to the building collapse in downtown Davenport. Take a look at the security video. Initially, you see a piece of the building fall. Then 2 minutes later, another piece drops. The video stops before the entire collapse happens. Friends and family of those still missing watched as crews began digging through the rubble. 3 people are still unaccounted for. Brandon Colvin, Ryan Hitchcock, and Daniel Prian are still missing. Davenport police saying they believe Colvin and Hitchcock are still at the building site. Police working with the VA to try to locate Prian. All right, the city of Davenport holding another press conference this morning. We now know more crews from outside the Quad Cities have been brought in to assist in the process. News 8's Joe McCoy is live in downtown Davenport. Joe, what have you learned today?
John, this is just such a constant evolving process. We did learn some very interesting details in that press conference that we will get into, but I first want to just describe the scene right now. We do have some backhoes still on site, removing more pieces from debris from that rubble. Just about 30 minutes ago, we had almost a downpour for about 15 minutes, and there were some more pieces of debris falling from the building. But this is just this next step in this constant evolving process. On Thursday, Iowa Task Force 1, an urban search and rescue team, was called for a comprehensive search. Chief Rick Halloran from Task Force 1 addressing the media today.
We are tasked with completing the recon of the building to search for survivors and those that may have been presumed to have perished inside.
That search was complete last night, and crews began stage 2 of shoring the building for control and recovery.
Iowa Task Force 1 has installed exterior shoring on the walls deemed unsafe by our engineers. We are continuing to work with on-site commanders to provide search and rescue recovery capabilities in accordance with their needs.
Brandon Colvin's cousin, wondering why the city did not begin these type of searches earlier.
It took us a long time to get to this point for them to actually do an accurate search through the building and actually come down here and start moving the debris. You know, it's a process, so it was a long process, and I believe it could have went a lot faster if we wouldn't have had the, a lot of stuff with the city going on.
The city says in the first 24 to 36 hours, the building was in constant motion.
And we had to allow the building to settle a little bit before we could actually formalize on a solid plan that we could move forward.
Mayor Mike Mattson says he cannot disclose at this time if any bodies have been found. But after reviewing photos released by the city of Davenport, I had one specific question for him.
Would you have felt comfortable having yourself or your family live in that building before it collapsed?
I can't answer. That's not part of, I'm terribly upset and sorrowful on what happened. My head has been in a lot of places. The condition seems of concern, but I wasn't inspecting it. And all we can do is try and do the best we can. So.
As the 90-degree days continue, the city is feeling the heat from its people. Chief Halloran from Task Force 1 said because of the heat, the building is constantly expanding and contracting. So they really have to listen to the building to determine which areas are safe to search through. John?
All right, thanks, Joe. And we should mention there are no more scheduled press conferences until Monday morning at 10. The city said they will send any alerts this weekend by email and will hold an emergency press conference if they feel one is necessary.